Hi guys, welcome back to Asha Blog. So here's a new fashion merchandising video for you babes out there that are studying fashion or are already in the fashion field. I wanted to do a quick video on the different careers that are out there in the fashion industry just because it's a new year. A lot of you might be looking for your first job or looking for a career change, and this might be a good little refresher for you to realize all the different careers out there for you, and I hope that helps. So the first career is a fashion buyer. A fashion buyer is the one that determines what goes into the store. They do the research, they visit showrooms, they attend fashion shows, they travel quite a bit. They literally are in charge of what goes on the store shelves. They create the buying plan, so buying plans are technically the amount you're going to spend on your different products. And so there's a lot of math involved in it, a lot of Excel worksheets, unfortunately. But you get to do a lot of research and a lot of travel as well, if you're working for a good company, of course. And it's actually one of the more luxurious career paths in the fashion industry. You do get paid quite a bit. Between $72,000 and $105,000 is like the average salary. I want to say it's between $60 to $80, and you can make $100 once you've spent a couple years within the field. The second career choice is a visual merchandiser. Visual merchandisers are in charge of making sure the stores look good and that people are buying. They're not just involved in what looks pretty, but literally everything from the lighting, signage, fixtures, what product goes where, and really the storytelling of a store falls onto the shoulder of a visual merchandiser. Even like what the employees are wearing within the store is a task sometimes allocated to visual merchandisers. And if you're working at corporate level visual merchandising, you're also creating planograms that all the other stores have to follow along with you. So there's a lot more planning and delegating when it comes to the upper levels, of course, but it's a super fun career, although it does not pay a ton. If you're working as a visual merchandiser at a single store, you're looking to, I would say, make between like $30,000 to $45,000 a year. So not a huge amount, but of course, as you go up in the ranks, you will be making more. So the third career path, I don't know if a lot of you would agree with me on, but it is as a store manager. So if you have retail experience, I would say consider this career. Store managers are sometimes not considered like a real job or a real like career period. It's just something that you do when you can't find a real job, but it's actually really tough and you can actually make some really good money on it. Depending on what store you work for, you could make anywhere from $60,000 to $90,000. Of course, it depends on the company you work for. Some companies don't pay very much and they don't really think about their store managers very highly. But if you work for a really good company, you can expect to make some really good money in that. Also, your chances of moving up into corporate level is higher because you're actually maintaining one of their stores. You're interacting with customers like face on. And you're just managing a lot of things about the business already, so you have higher chances of moving up in the ranks with that too. Okay, so the fourth career you can go for is as a production manager. Production managers are highly involved in the actual creation of products, so they're quality checking, they're finding the buffers in the production line, and they're just really overseeing how products get made. They're the ones organizing planning schedules, estimates, budgeting, scheduling, like literally anything that has to do with production, they're highly involved in. And you can expect to make between $82,000 to $100,000. Again, got these estimates on Google. Don't know how accurate they are, take it with a grain of salt. But if you're involved in creating products, I mean, you can expect to make some good money. All right, so the fifth career that you can go for is as a showroom manager. Now, showroom manager, it wouldn't be one of my first recommendations, but definitely one of them, especially if you're thinking of later moving on into buying. It's a good starting point because showroom managers oftentimes interact a lot with buyers as well. So showrooms are usually areas for big ticket items, usually cars, furniture, or also like let's say you are selling clothing from a very high-end brand, you might have a showroom. If you're creating products that you want other buyers to buy from you to hold into their stores, you would have a showroom as well. But being a showroom manager, you're technically just maintaining the overall showroom, how it looks, scheduling people to come in. So basically kind of like a store manager, except your store is going to be a lot smaller. You're going to have a lot less inventory, and of course you're not going to have your regular day-to-day customers. For this particular career, you're looking to make around $55,000 a year, so not bad, but still not one of the higher end positions. I would recommend this job again if you're looking to go into buying, but I would, on a side to that, also take some buying courses and maybe do some buying internships as well, just so when you go for an interview as a buyer, you have experience and knowledge to back you up. So the last one, a lot of you might not think of as like a fashion career, but trust me on this, it's something that you could definitely do. It's being a social media coordinator. So a social media coordinator is, as you guessed, you're managing the social media channels of a brand. And of course you do it for a fashion/retail brand. That way you're still in line with, fashion. But it's not only, sending out tweets and posting some Facebook posts, it's also a lot of maintaining of budgets, making sure your content makes sense, and you are the first in line to deal with customers, especially if the brand you're working for doesn't have any storefronts. The customers are going to come looking for you online, so you are going to be the person that has to handle that, along with creating content and bringing in new customers to the brand. So a social media coordinator, the salaries vary depending on the company, but you can make anywhere between $38,000 to $55,000 average, but that can go up, of course, as you move up within the ranks. So it's an exciting career if you like social media and you like analyzing data. This is spot on what you should go for. Okay guys, so I hope this video helped you out. If you liked it, please leave a comment and like below, and share it with your friends if they're looking for new careers within the fashion industry. I didn't focus too much on the design side of it. Of course, you could do anything from pattern making, fashion design. You could even be involved in textile science. There's a lot of careers involved in the fashion design and production aspect of it all. I wanted to focus more on merchandising and give you kind of my top picks. Yeah, so if you guys want one focused on fashion design, just let me know and I'll post it up for you. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye!